I can. But this banning of private vehicles totally is just, I mean, it's just.
Hello and welcome to this earnings special on Bloomberg Quint Q2 with BQ. I am Yatin Mota. We are in conversation with PNB Housing. Of course, they have witnessed a marginal spike in its September quarter NPAs. But apart from that, what were the key highlights of the quarter gone by? Let's ask the management. Joining us now is the Managing Director, Mr. Sanjaya Gupta. Thank you, Mr. Gupta, for joining in. Let's talk about the second quarter growth for the housing loan. The demand has been slower, but you have been able to manage growth. Can we expect similar levels of growth for the coming quarter despite the slowdown in real estate?
Well, the retail housing finance grew very well. We knowingly restrained a little bit on wholesale, especially on the lease rental discounting, which is popularly known as LRD, because that is a product which is very rate sensitive. And in a volatile interest rate scenario, it is not prudent to do that business. Otherwise, whether it was retail housing, whether it was retail loan against property or construction finance, went by as per expectations and design. But we kept out of LRD knowingly.
Okay. And sir, with respect to the quantum of developer loans on your book as of Q2 end, can you give us a figure and, have you seen some delays or some issues with this particular segment of developer loans?
Well, the total asset under management is about 74,000 crores, and the book or the portfolio is about 68,000 crores, and 12% of that is construction finance for real estate developers, only for residential premises. The portfolio quality is sterling. It has a zero NPA in this quarter. In quarter one, we had a little bit of NPA, but we have cured those two accounts, and they are no more on our balance sheet. So going forward, it is business as usual, and I expect that we will be able to maintain a good sort of a growth story too.
Okay, and sir, if you could tell us how is the refinancing of the commercial paper shaping up? Because we have heard a lot of speculative news reports. In the next 1 or 2 months, and especially in the next 1 week or so, how much worth of commercial papers are maturing for you? And if you could just give us how are you looking to refinance these?
Okay, it's a happy situation. Month of October was very kind for us on CP renewals. All our rollovers crossing 31st of December have already happened. So there's nothing to worry. There are no redemption pressures on any of our borrowings. And we are coasting fairly steady in quarter three.
Okay. But sir, costs of funds have been moving up. You have been raising fresh money from the market, but how really is the cost of fund shaping up for commercial paper segment?
Okay, so if I was to say, if we were to roll over these CPs when the liquidity was not an issue, they would have costed us about 770, 780. Today, it costs us about 810, 820. So that is the delta which has come as an additional cost. But so has the reference rate changes on the portfolio, and hence our spread is steady at about 222 bips.
Okay, and finally, sir, if you could tell us what is the total funding mix currently looking for you, especially how are you raising money from banks? Is the mix really changing when it comes to your sources of fund?
Yeah, so our sources are very diverse. About 18-19% is from retail deposits. We are a unique HFC which has a deposit license along with about 10-11 more. Then comes our CPs, which are at about 11.5%. It has come down from almost 18% to 11.5% in a passage of 2 months' time. Then there is banks, which are at about 30%. Wholesale debt market is at about 35%. NHB refinance is about 5-6%. ECB is at about 4%. So that's a rough sort of a breakup of our borrowing basket. And I think in this financial year, it is going to remain the same way going forward.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Gupta, and we wish you a happy Diwali from our end. So with that, it's a wrap on this special coverage. For more news and updates, stay tuned to Bloomberg Quint Live.